subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
You got to visit some of those historic FBA landmarks. You got to do that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get some calls in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. We will get calls in a minute. Before we do that, we got to talk about what's going on with this Drake situation. Everybody's still talking about what's happening with Drake and Kendrick. As we know, Drake has filed a couple of lawsuits against his distributor, Universal Music. They distribute him and they distribute Kendrick. And this is the first time that a rap beef has culminated into a damn lawsuit. This is a new part of the game right now. It's bad when you have to go file a lawsuit because of a rap beef. And many people are looking at it from the perspective of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is coming. Um, Kendrick is going to perform at the Super Bowl. We talked about this the other day. Kendrick is going to perform, and you got to understand, Drake is already on life support with his career because the song Not Like Us has really crippled him. Now, when the Super Bowl happens, imagine the entire world, because this is the biggest show, the biggest TV show on the planet. It's going to hit real different if Kendrick Lamar gets on that stage and has the entire world singing a diss song about Drake at the same damn time. When you have hundreds of millions of people dissing a person, that's going to really, really put the nail in the coffin of this guy's career. So Drake is kind of fighting for his life right now, but him going this route wasn't a good look. And again, a lot of people have been talking about Lil Wayne should have performed in New Orleans because that's his city, whoop-de-whoop. Now, on Kendrick's new album, Kendrick allegedly made a reference to the Carter. He made a reference to Lil Wayne. I don't think it was a diss, but he made a reference to Lil Wayne. According to Joe Budden, shout out to Joe Budden in his podcast, Joe Budden said Wayne tried to call Kendrick. Kendrick didn't respond. So Wayne went in the booth. So there's rumors that Wayne is in the booth trying to cook something up on Kendrick. Now, this is getting very interesting, family. This is getting very, very interesting. So do y'all think a Wayne beef, a legitimate, straight up and down official beef with Wayne and Kendrick is in the mix? Because Wayne is a lyricist. Wayne is good. Wayne ain't Drake. Wayne ain't Drake. So how do y'all think that's going to turn out? I want to get some people's thoughts on that. If Wayne goes in that booth and start throwing shots and they start going back and forth. Now, Wayne is good, but is Wayne's pen game as strong as it used to be? Huh? Has Wayne really been in a thorough battle like that? Just some questions here. Let me get some feedback from the family on this. Y'all raise your hand if y'all want to get on. Everybody raise your hand if you want to get on here, because we do have a lot of people in here. Let me see. Let's get MV. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'll get you on here. What's happening? And then we'll get Roger on here. Go ahead, MV. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, was you talking to me?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, thank you for letting me up, King Flex. Yeah, Lil Wayne, man, I just don't I honestly don't know, man. He's definitely a lyricist. I think we all know that, but Lil Wayne in general, man, just given the day, I mean, he's past his time. I mean, he's still good, but like, I don't know, man. You ain't supposed to poke the bear when it's hot, and Kendrick is flaming right now. And if
Yeah.
I feel like if he did that, it'll just like mess up his terrorist image down. Similar to Drake. But I'll land there.
There you go. Thank you, brother. Yeah, that's my thing, man. I like Wayne. Wayne can spit, but Is Wayne still as sharp with the pen like he used to be? I haven't heard anything really new that's matching the old Wayne. And again, they're about to go on tour. The Hot Boys about to hit the road. I'm out here in Texas now. I just heard on the radio they got a big concert with the Hot Boy reunion with Wayne, Baby, all of them. They're performing out here, I think in a couple of weeks. So yeah, they got a big tour going on. But is Wayne can Wayne is a lyricist, but does he have the skills to go up against Kendrick? Kendrick is a beast right now. Roger, hop on and chime in, sir.
What's going on, Flex? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Happy early Turkey Day to you.
Well, man, much respect to you. Thank you.
For sure, for sure. I'm gonna make one quick point before I answer the topic to the room, but I'm not really surprised by Drake's moves right now, simply because I mean, if we really look at Drake, he's not really hip hop. He's made some great, contributions to the game, but in order, in my opinion, I think that you have to be FBA to truly be hip hop.
Mm,
You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Because hip hop is like a cultural thing, and we created it. You know what I'm saying? So in order to fully be hip hop, I think that you got to be FBA, because if you grew up FBA, you grew up hip hop, in my opinion.
mm.
So, but to answer the question, you know what I'm saying, to the room, the pocket that Kendrick in right now, man, I don't think it's smart for anybody to, what I'm saying, try to test that right now, because uh since the beginning of the year, Kendrick has really been rapping. You know what I'm saying? And this is the first time that he's truly just been consistent in his raps, as far as how much music he's dropped, uh, the quality. And not saying that he hasn't always had great quality, but just his albums and his music that he's dropped recently has been more regional than anything. It's been so LA, you know what I'm saying? And like early in his career, um, he acknowledged being from LA, but hip hop is very regional. Like, you got your South Side rappers, you got your North rappers, so you got your West Coast rappers, and he's really digging in his West Coast pocket right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like he got the whole West Coast behind him, and it's like, I don't think that Wayne really want to go there with him right now. And to be honest, also, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna land. If we look back over the past when Wayne has been in his rap beefs, he hasn't really destroyed anybody. He hasn't really made it, you know what I'm saying, like a definitive answer between him and whoever he beef with. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't really
Who has
uh
Wayne because I can't really think of too many people. I know he threw some shots at Gilly the Kid. Who has Wayne really went after or went back and forth with?
he went back and forth with Jay for a while,
Okay.
and like hip hop community technically gives that to Jay. You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever really says that he beat Jay head up. Like you said, he went against Gilly the Kid. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't really put him to sleep. It was just, you know what I'm saying, Wayne has just been good, like, individually. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what Wayne is, especially when he go into his mixtape pocket. But
Yeah.
just in his rap beefs, it's like, like, there's another side to hip hop too. It's like, okay, yeah, you got your singles, you got your albums, but in your beefs, you need to be squashing niggas. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't really done that. So, and then just the momentum behind Kendrick right now, I just don't think it would be a smart move for him to do. But I do think it would be interesting. So,
Yes, and man,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, man. And listen, Kendrick, even though Kendrick is LA to the core, I mean, everybody's feeling it though. That's his element. But hell, I'm out here in Houston right now. That's all I've been hearing is Kendrick. They've been bumping Kendrick heavy out here. Yeah, when I go to the cities, I tap into what's on the local radio stations. They're bumping Kendrick heavy out here in Houston. They rock with him. Let's get Ty, then we're gonna get brother Isaac in. Ty, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on, man?
How you doing, man? Good?
I'm good. I'm good. The last brother, he basically just brought out most of the points I kind of wanted to bring out, but
Okay.
yeah, Lil Wayne, I don't think he really got the juice like that, like he used to. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I probably say he's a little burnt out. I wouldn't say too burnt out, but he's just at that age where he probably don't got the pizzazz, you know what I'm saying, that he used to have. But I'll let
Yeah.
my plane right there.
There you go. Let's get Isaac in the building. Isaac?
Tariq, good evening. Good evening.
What you doing, sir?
You ever get those turkey legs that you were talking about yesterday?
I got
Oh,
the
that.
turkey
Okay.
delicious. What?
I was I was gonna say, and the brother touched up on every point I was gonna make too. Wayne, I can't think of a single rap beef where I was impressed or I've actually walked away giving a damn about anything Wayne has said. Even Pusha T, I think Pusha T kind of handled that.
Mhm.
Drake, as far as like Young Money and who would even touch Kendrick, Kendrick's too locked in. It wouldn't even, I wouldn't even be entertained by it honestly. And I'm just laying my plane there. Appreciate you, man.
There you go, man. Thank you so much. Let's get Brother Moko.
What's going on, Tariq? I'm gonna keep it short. You know, we from that era as you're a rapper and you had a ghostwriter. You can't beat no battle. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, Wayne had a ghostwriter before. Kendrick ain't never had no ghostwriter. That's done deal right there.
Hella point. Good point. Good point. Thank you, brother. It's real interesting how this is gonna play out, man. I don't know if Wayne wanna go there because Kendrick is battle ready. He's battle tested. The engine is oiled. Sometimes if you ain't been in a battle and you ain't really been out there spitting like that, you get a little rusty. Sometimes you get microphone rusty. You get a little rusty. And again, it's showing a lot of desperation on Drake's team with all of these lawsuits. I mean, damn, that's a whole new part of the game right there. Cats out here filing lawsuits because you got dissed, and but that's the ultimate admitting of defeat. Like, damn. And remember, Drake is, he's on the same team as Lil Wayne and those guys. Those are his people. So it's interesting to see how this thing is going to play out. Also, another thing with Kendrick, on Kendrick's album, Kendrick used the word Eskimo. He was saying something, he used the word Eskimo. And do you know there's some people online trying to get into some fake outrage, trying to accuse Kendrick of bigotry for using the word Eskimo? This fake outrage, you have a bunch of these people online who look like some $5 natives hollering, talking about, oh yeah, that's a derogatory slur for the Inuit people of Alaska and all in Canada and whoop de whoop. Yeah, that Eskimo is a slur. Why is Kendrick using a slur? It's funny when folks do that, when folks in the dominant society try to get into that fake outrage with a black person. They know that wasn't Kendrick wasn't saying Eskimo in a malicious way. That's the term that people know. They equate people, the indigenous people who lived in the low temperature areas in the Alaska and places like that. That's the general term Eskimo. A lot of folks don't know that that term has now been seen as a slur. A lot of folks don't know that. They just don't know it. Did you guys know that? A lot of folks don't know that the term Eskimo is now seen as a slur by the indigenous people up there in Alaska. Now, people just don't know that. So if somebody says that, it's not being said in a malicious way, just like the term calling somebody an Indian. Some people say that can be looked at as a slur because you shouldn't call them by their tribe or whatever. And the ironic thing, a lot of these so-called Native Americans are really Europeans cosplaying. These are $5 Indians. But I don't like that fake manufactured outrage when they do that, especially with a black person, because what happens when they do that, that's a way to divert attention from real systematic issues. There are no Inuit people being systematically harmed by no damn black person or Kendrick or anybody else. But you have a lot of these people who are $5 natives, who are really white people, who then finesse themselves into some tribe somewhere, and they're just using a smokescreen to project their own bigotry. And that's also a way to trivialize real racism that goes toward black people. Also, that's a way for them to try to make bigotry somehow comparable. So all bigotry is equal. So yeah, a black person using the word Eskimo is just like somebody using the N word. No, no. That's really what they're trying to do. They're trying to play the whole, oh God, racism and bigotry goes both ways. Oh, Kendrick is oppressive by using the word Eskimo. That's all cap. That's a way to trivialize and minimize the anti-black racism that goes on out here. You understand? So I don't like when people play that game, trying to make some kind of comparative racism. No, it's not the same whatsoever. People like to pull that move. They like to get into this double standard thing because when people are practicing real racism systematically and harming us and calling us all types of slurs and epithets, these same people will go out of their way to minimize it or deny it or make excuses for the people doing it. You know, and also that's a way to police us because black folks, we always have to adhere to some stricter standard of behavior and expression. If we do anything or say anything, there's this strict standard that we are held up against. If one person does something, oh my God, look at your culture. What are you gonna do about your culture? Look at Chicago. Oh my God, your culture. I mean, what do we need to do? You people have to get it together. It's that type of thing. We're just our behavior is over police. Now, when we have a bunch of white supremacists running around here, like out there in Ohio a few weeks ago, you had like white supremacist groups running around with swastikas yelling the N-word. And by the way, you notice the reporting on that? These white supremacists were running around yelling the N-word, but the media reports were saying, yeah, there was some white nationalists going around being anti-Semitic. Like, what? What are y'all talking about? They didn't say anything about Jewish people. They were talking about black people. They were yelling the N-word. So even there, they minimize it. The anti-black racism is always minimized as a way to give it a pass. You see? You know, there's a series of videos from this judge. I want to say this judge is out here in Texas, I think. It's a white judge. And the judge really helps a lot of black people in court. The judge basically when black people are in court, wherever this town is, I really want to say it's in Texas somewhere, but this white judge, um, he throws out a lot of cases where they basically railroad a lot of black men. You can see the court proceedings on video. And there's been several cases where black folks are brought in there and they were like, okay, what's the probable cause? What happened? Why is he in here? Well, he was driving 54 miles per hour, like in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. Okay, why was that cause to arrest him? Well, he stepped out of the car and then his arms got tense, and they're like, really? So he was driving while black. No, dismiss. We want to get him out of here. No, he's good. And be careful, young man. He was driving while black. So he does a lot of these videos. This guy, he's a white judge. He's very fair. And when he sees black folks get railroad, he doesn't get on the white supremacist code. He says, hey, that's not cool. That's not probable cause. He said something you don't like. He has free speech. So yeah, let him go. Case dismissed. We're going to drop the charges. So he does this a lot for a lot of black defendants. And boy, the white folks be in the comments mad as hell. Oh God, this goddamn woke. Oh, this is not a judge, it's an activist. Oh God, he's so damn woke. Oh, that's why we have so much crime. Oh God, this is an activist. Why is this judge acting as a defense attorney for these criminals? It's a lot of those in the comments. But here's the thing, these are the same people who supported Rittenhouse. And the judge in the Rittenhouse case was a real activist. He really act like a lawyer for Rittenhouse. He went out of his way to sit here and protect Rittenhouse. He let Rittenhouse get away with literally with murder. That judge was bending over backwards for Rittenhouse, like Rittenhouse was his grandson or something. So these folks got a lot of these double standards when it comes to us, this strict um, standard that they have for us, but it's relaxed for everybody else. So the contradictions are very, very interesting. Let me get brother Dylan in here. Dylan, hop in, Dylan. Dylan, hop in. I'm good, man. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm cool and staying tether free. How you
Listen,
doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Man, cool. And I just wanted to bring up some points I think a couple of people miss. First of all, Wayne, he got like endless skeletons in his closet. Second of all, all the way back to him, being finessed, all types of other stuff. And then I don't know if you remember, but he was out a while ago talking about racism didn't exist. And if it did exist, why would he be here? Also on top of that, like he don't got the grassroots behind him. Like, and I admit, like Wayne, like I really like his first album, a couple of his albums. Like I mess with him, but he don't got the grassroots behind him because he don't back the grassroots at all. Kendrick came out with a whole anthem on Juneteenth. He's going down in history. And he need to take notes what's going on with Drake, just so he don't end up being like a Black History anthem, like seriously. But I'm gonna land on that.
Man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, brother. Let's get this sister in here. Just B. Let's get Just B in here.
Hi, Tariq. How are you?
Good, Jess. How are you, beloved?
I'm good. I wanted to kind of follow up behind Dylan because Wayne does have a lot of skeletons in his closet. When it comes to him being similar to Drake with sleeping with other people's women and having babies by him. So Kendrick has a lot of material when it
Mm,
comes to that.
yeah, yeah. And I heard some Joe Biden. I mean, not Joe Biden. Joe Button was talking about Drake be smashing dudes' baby moms, trying to holler at.
Exactly.
He said that Drake has been doing a lot of foul, slick stuff behind the scenes for years. So he's not surprised that Drake would go and do this real janky lawsuit. So that's going to be very interesting. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
I'll land there. Thank you, Tariq.
Thank you, dear. All right. Let's get AO. I think that's the name. AO, hop on, sir. AO, hop on. AO, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? How you doing?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, not much, man. I actually want to comment on the title of the space, Lil Wayne versus Kendrick. Listen, I've been listening to hip hop for a while. I think Wayne would body Kendrick any day of the week. He's got more classic albums. He's the GOAT. He's pretty much influenced the entire younger generation. Kendrick has got one classic album, and that's Good Kid, Mad City. Not saying he's not a bad rapper, but I mean, who do you think's better? You think Wayne's better or Kendrick rapper as a rapper?
Right now, man, Kendrick is red hot. Wayne ain't no slouch, but Kendrick is red hot right now. Kendrick is he's that guy right now. So it would be interesting to see what kind of battle because I've never seen Wayne really get into a stomp down like a real battle. Wayne has thrown some fly bars out there, but I've not seen Wayne get down in a stomp down battle. But this is going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Um, let me get another person in, and we're going to go to some other topics here because there's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. Let's get Judah. Let's get Judah in the building. Mr. Judah, hop in, Judah. Judah in the building.
Peace and blessings to y'all, man. How y'all doing, man?
I'm good, brother. How are you, brother Judah?
I'm well, man. If I was any better, I'd be twins. you know, I just want to come in and speak on a little thing. I don't know what the beef is about, but what they about to go like? They about to have like a real rap beef or something, or it's just some what? Like what's going
Yeah.
on?
Well, Kendrick mentioned Wayne on his album, and then Wayne allegedly went into the booth. Sound like Wayne is about to cook up something on Kendrick, and it's about to get interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. I'm here for it though, but I'm gonna tell you this: for every Gemini lyricist that you can throw out there, there's a Libra that can get him.
Mm,
So I'm telling, yeah, Kendrick is nice, but he's not no Wayne. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Wayne to go in there and he gonna snap. You know he getting that mixtape bag. I think he's gonna get him. I'm here for it. Whoever wins. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hey, man, that's a good point. All right, thank you so much, brother. Shout out to everybody in here. We in here heavy. Shout out to everybody in here. We are in the room deep and heavy. Everybody give me a retweet. Everybody give us a nice retweet, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the building, ladies and gentlemen, doing our damn thing. All up off in here. Magus. Let's get him in here real quick. Magus. What's going on? Hop in, brother.
Hey, how you doing? You hear
I'm
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Okay, I appreciate it. I just wanted to say, starting off, that I'm a huge fan. For lack of a better word, I guess let's say fan or supporter. But as far as Wayne, while we're still kind of on this topic, he is probably not he's the last person who should really be trying to come at Kendrick, because there's too much dirt on him. That's obvious stuff since back when I was a kid listening to him. Him kissing Birdman, him not really being from the life that he's constantly rapping about, you know, the lean thing, influencing the culture with that. There's just too many easy shots, plus some stuff that we might not know about him.
Yeah, there's so much that man. There's so many things that Kendrick.
Wayne should have just sorry to interrupt you,
Go
but I just
ahead.
wanted to say, Wayne, instead of trying to feel like a victim, he's gotten attention and been where Kendrick has been at. When I was like in middle and high school, Wayne could do no wrong. People worship this man. But now that it's Kendrick, he feels some sort of weird way, and he just put himself in some shit he can't really handle, in my opinion.
Yeah, my thing, and Wayne is a phenomenal lyricist. Wayne is one of the best lyricists. I think Wayne is one of the best out there. Um, but as far as having ammo, he don't really have enough ammo on Kendrick. He don't. Kendrick got real ammo. There's a lot of ammo that people can use against Wayne, especially Kendrick being LA, being West Coast. And man, I just off the top, I can think of some ammo where Kendrick can get at Wayne about the whole Pyru thing, where there were Pyrus. It was like one of my partners, T. Rogers, rest in peace to T. Rogers. T. Rogers, when he was alive some years ago, he was calling a lot of those cats out for not being real Pyrus. Wayne, so Kendrick can start digging into that bag of ammo. You think? Yeah, I don't think Wayne should even go down that route. To be honest, I really don't think Wayne should go that route. It's too much ammo that Kendrick can use. I really don't think he should go that route. Grinds, what's happening? What's up, brother Grinds?
What's up, brother Tariq? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. I appreciate it. I wanted to chime in real quick. I'm glad I caught you before you went on to other topics. Um, it's to be. I think Kendrick could win. I think he would win this. However, I think it would be a very interesting battle. Now, let's keep in mind a few things. Now, there are people that would attribute Weezy's bars and him stepping up his game and soaring over the years since like the first and second album. They'll give that to Gilly, when really, according to his own words, it's by a guy from Chicago named Mickey, and Mickey is pretty dope with his game. Anybody remember the Shine video back in 2001? It was the light skinned brother with the goatee. I'll put the information in the purple pill later on, because I've talked to people about this and people were real saucy when I relayed that information. So I think it'll be interesting because he is somebody that is, on top of his game with the bars. I don't think on Kendrick's level. Let's keep in mind, like Kendrick is the type that will study other people's style and cadence and everything. Remember, he patterns after Tupac. Tupac before one of the last sorry, I just got back in my car from outside. One of the things that he said in some of his final interviews before his assassination, murder, death, um, he said that he studied the game, studied people that he went after, and like remember he kind of had odds with like the Cubes and all of that. He said I studied their game and all of that, and that's how I knew how to go after them. So for Kendrick to patent after somebody like that, and then for him to be an aftermath artist as well, Dre don't drop no garbage.
Right,
Even like if you remember, 50 said that when he first signed to Aftermath, Dre like told him to rewrite his stuff. When Game signed the Aftermath, he said he submitted some tracks initially and Dre trashed them. So he's got that under his belt as well, as far as the level of perfection and excellence that people would expect from people like that. So that's why I say that I believe that Kendrick will win, but I think that it would be an interesting battle because these are some real lyricists. I won't say it's a lyricist versus lyricist regarding Drake because Drake has ghostwriters, and I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, because Drake still has great stuff out there, but bar for bar, and you writing your own stuff. That's why Drake lost the two last battles against that he had because of people like Pusha being a real lyricist and Kendrick being a real lyricist. And I'm a land.
There you go, man. Appreciate you. Very good assessment on that. There it is. That's a great summary. We can just sum it up right there. There it is.
We don't know the beginnings of rap because as long as our music has been recording, people have been rapping. The disco DJs separated themselves from us. We were the next generation coming up with this thing, and they was like, what's this little hippity hop thing?
The first time I heard somebody spit a 16 over a break beat was probably Melly Mel.
The Melly Mel sound that you hear today, I got that sound from Hollywood.
I was doing this same form of entertainment long before it had a name.
A lot of the gangs were fading out by the time hip-hop came in. A lot of those gangs turned into crews.
As far as influencing hip-hop, I saw no Puerto Rican or Jamaican influences whatsoever.
I started breakdancing in the 70s.
When rap and hip-hop was all black, it was negative. Now that it became a big phenomenon and corporately acceptable, now there's this need to take foundational Black Americans out of the creation of it and give it away to other people. And it's important for us to set the record straight.